Pierre, I can't. I can't take the suit. You will need it too. I don't feel right. Stay with me.
I see it now. We were all so entertained. We didn't see what was getting ready in the shadow. No, leave them alone. Looks like scientific documents, but I can't decipher what's written. This nightmare again. Damn. When dust settles on your sport trophies, it doesn't mean you are getting younger. Completely locked. I miss listening to Pierre. He always used crazy effects on his guitar. Pierre's tape collection. Insomnia will be a nice excuse to put it in order. Might even find some of the music he made for me. I could use the comforting. Where are you going, Elise? I can't leave without my tape player. Nah, maybe later. It's good to keep some rituals. Dear toothpaste, you are breathtaking. I could use a good shower, when this feeling of being observed will stop. Pierre's special mess room. I can't believe one can own so many trinkets. I remember he got stuck once when the electricity shut down in the city. My my life turned into an item. Round and round we go, stuck at the same track. It's so dusty here. I could use a vacuum to clean the vacuum. You come with me, my friend. It would get lonely without you.
One, two. 1, 2. That works? Okay. Damn machine. I'm finally starting to understand what's going on here with the electricity. A priori, everything revolves around the lighthouse. I consulted many old newspapers, and the village gazette told me that St. Exel was very poorly served by electricity and regularly suffered severe power cuts. I knew that it was a very isolated village, which is what makes it so charming, but I hadn't thought of that. Half of the articles in the Gazette are devoted to the inhabitants who, tired of the cuts, ended up installing small wind turbines for their homes. The other half is about the lighthouse, and that's where it gets interesting. I read that the mayor of the village had installed underwater turbines connected to the building, which are capable of producing electricity thanks to the movement of the sea. This has enabled the village to gain autonomy and to overcome the failures of the general electrical network. Anyway, I think it would be worth going to take a look at the lighthouse, because if the turbine system is damaged, it could explain why some electrical equipment is out of order while others are still working. I'll tell you what I found. Fourth day that I'm stuck. I'm not gonna make it, Pierre. They terrify me. I don't know what to do. They hunt me like an animal. They have taken on a human form, but there is nothing human about them. They come out of nowhere without you expecting it and materialize in a kind of elusive black vapor. And I can't do anything against them. I don't know how to fight them. I found a weapon, but I'm struggling to use it, and I'm always out of bullets. There's even more of them at night. They swarm like cockroaches. I have to shut myself up at home as soon as night falls. And they prevent me from leaving this cursed village, Pierre. As soon as I try to leave St. Exel, they arrive by the thousands, and they get me. If they catch me, I wake up in my bed and it's been hours, maybe even a whole day. I'm their prisoner. I would like to tell you about the bracelet you gave me right after we arrived here. You found that gem on the beach and crafted it into this beautiful piece of jewelry. You told me that you felt that this pebble had something special, that it radiated. Well, you were right, you know. He protects me from the monsters I told you about. If I smack it against the ground, it produces a shock wave that violently repels ghosts. Sometimes, he can even dissolve them when they attack me. He is so strong that I decided to name him Rocky, since it's a rock. But Rocky is also a sensitive guy, you know? He doesn't like explosive noises. If I shoot a gun in his ear, he can even start a thunderstorm. At that moment, I feel transported to another reality, to another time. And once calm returns, I have the impression that it only lasted a few seconds, whereas about 15 minutes had actually passed. Better tease sparingly. Sometimes I feel like he's almost alive, He gets lazy at the end of the day, especially if I made him work a lot. But, hey, nothing a good night's sleep can't fix. Anyway, all that to say that he reminds me a bit of you. It's probably silly, but I feel like you're watching over me through him. And that helps me hold on. I can't take this dream anymore. I wake up in this dusty tunnel-shaped cave. It is essentially made up of some kind of light-absorbing rocks, like the ones the insides of a planet would create. I go through this hallway and come across the ghosts that haunt me. But this time they don't try to catch me. There are also military and scientific equipment. I can't tell if they are studying or planning to attack something. A sheet of heavy smoke waits for me at the end, and it's too thick to see behind, and I'm attracted like a moth is to light. The closer I get to the exit, the more I hear ringing, until I realize it's my alarm, and I wake up like nothing happened, and at the same exact hour as usual, 8 a.m. If somebody finds this journal, I've gone nuts apparently. Do what you want with that information, or shove it somewhere warm.
Oh, forgot I found this old journal around town yesterday. Apparently they installed a secondary generator in the old lighthouse years ago. The extra current could help me out in my search for the other inhabitants. Let's check it out today. I can't believe we moved with all these books. The worst part is, we most likely have doubles. Need to grab my things first. At least I know I can always find the things I leave in here. Since the day of the attack, I stopped counting. Not sure it matters anyway. I forgot it was here. Well, now I can clean the first one. A little perfection for the road. Another undeniable friend. It would be easy to get lost without it. After each storm, all you have to do is stoop to collect wood. Free heating. Completely locked. I left my gun in the shanty yesterday. Time to get it back. It's probably dry now. Without you, I wouldn't stand a second out there. Last time was very close. I need to keep up with my training. The former owner had to do a lot of tinkering to screw up such a mess. Can't open without more stable electricity. Nothing interesting in this old garage anyway. Go. And the last one. Now, let's warm up for some dodging. Okay, I'm ready. Better be faster. That hurt. Now, rappel training. Next time, you will think twice about getting in my space. I'm glad this thing recharges during the night. Training's over. Getting out there seems a little bit less scary now.
Beau gosse! Mange un grand bol de spécial crabs avant et après t'être lavé les dents.
This watch creeps me out. Locked. The access is condemned at the top. I loved that statue. Well, before the cult vandalized it. They love leaving these tape boxes for their propaganda. Listen to us. Join the devoted. Maybe I should listen to it.
Dear people of Saint-Exil, this message is for you. I know our local authorities have been breaking their backs, picturing us as fools. Do not listen to this nonsense. Our actions are dedicated to all of you. Once the day comes, those who denied will finally see the truth with their eyes. The distant shall all be remembered. You are all invited to our next ceremony. This Friday, join us in the writing of birthdays on the departed boat. Let's put the world to rights. It's the only way now.
Really wanted to prevent us from following them. They've put it beyond repair during their escape. Nah, nothing of interest in these cars. The soldiers were perfectly organized and cut off all act. We had almost zero chance of escape, like sheep in the dark. They really wanted to prevent us from following them. Ahead, Boisseau's Park in the beach. Left, St. Exel's Church. It won't open from this side. I can still smell the perfume of stamps and papers, but no one will come to pick up the mail tonight. The current is feeble in this part of town. Without the additional generator, most of the electricity is very unstable. Completely locked. I better be home before the night. La Vieille Chaloupe, restaurant and brewery. Fresh fish straight from the port. I sure hope the products are fresher than this poster. Thomas Levin's. Fixing pipes is all right. When things get back to normal, you'll have plenty to do, my friend. I'm gonna need the key. Completely locked. This numpad is not working. Like most things in the city, it is lacking juice. You again? Learn your lesson. At the edge of this cliff stands the famous flower house of St. Exel. It was given by its owner to the village, which still contributes to maintaining the quality of its gardens. Still inhabited, the building is regularly open for heritage events. Apparently someone was moving when everything stopped. I wish I knew how to care for such beauties. completely locked. When you care for plants, time flies. I wish it was that simple. The lighthouse! I'm getting closer. This door can be unlocked from the other side. This door has no handle. The village really isn't investing in its infrastructure, and storms make it even more problematic. This tree was marked. Can't break that with my bare hands. Can't break that with my bare hands. Attention, following the latest storms, the coastal path is damaged. Certain trees marked with an orange cross present a risk of falling on hikers and must be felled. These can fall due to the slightest gust of wind. In a different scenario, I would have stayed here for hours. You have to admit, the view is quite nice. It's hurt, but that won't be enough. A storm could help. It doesn't seem to have awakened them. Psilocybe phosphorus, recognizable by its phosphorescent dress. It made its appearance a short time ago in the region of St. Exel. With its lightning growth capacity, it is able to grow in a single day. Interesting. Maybe I should gather some of these. Hope the police will not catch me with these shrooms. Ugh, too bad I don't have change for these tourist traps. This door can be unlocked from the other side. I think I'm going to need a lever. I think I'm going to need a lever. I think I'm going to need a lever. This tree couldn't resist the force of the last storm. Happy to see some boats were spared by these mad cultists. This door requires electricity. Someone stole the circuit breaker. Facing the lighthouse named La Crème, a veritable directional beacon for the sailors of the coast of St. Exel. It is only in 1988 that La Crème was put in service again, welcoming a hydraulic generator that supplies the village. It's like someone just came for this incredible spectacle and forgot. But these things were not here before the attack. Access to the top of the lighthouse is condemned. Why did you have to be so grim? Because of recent events, a lot of circuit breakers were stolen from the electric. While we wait to receive more, We keep the last one inside the... In the meantime, don't hesitate to use the same one on different gates. This is a complete... It's like they pushed everything to the side to make room for something else. Looks like a lot of security for simple maintenance equipment. This is where the electricity of St. Exel is lured. The turbine shouldn't be too far. It automatically locked the doors behind me. The valve is missing here. The valve is missing here. Only the first one appears to be working correctly. Local police apparently suspect the cult has started kidnapping. It is indeed curious so many people would disappear. Their last ritual site is located near the lighthouse, at the Point des Mauves. Might be worth checking out. Left a note for his coworkers. Franck is so fed up that we keep forgetting his birthday that he has set the day and the month. Can someone change that back to the inauguration date? So, what is your code, Frank? Watchtower schedule and system monitoring. The entire workforce is listed on the board. Could anyone pick up Frank's shifts for the upcoming weeks? system? That's probably where the town's additional current is monitored. I can probably restart the system from here once the pressure is fixed. It's a bit much for just a common lighthouse. So, they had to make space. They do not seem to belong. Good thing nobody can find them here. It's completely dark in here. Apparently, multiple people were working here. You are facing the lighthouse named Le Creux, a veritable directional beacon for the sailors of the coast of St. Exel. It is only in 1988 that Le Creux was put in service again, welcoming a hydraulic generator that supplies the village. All right, so now I need to fix these colored cables in the right order.